Good morning, students. Yesterday we have studied about the new kings and kingdoms which flourished during 7th century in the northern part of India. Today we'll discuss about how these kingdoms are going to be administered. What is the pattern of administration during the period? The kings were the head of the administration and commander-in-chief of the army as well as for the justice. Nowadays, maybe you are watching the serials Mahabharata or Ramayana. There are some words are very familiar maybe to you, that is Maharaja Dhiraj, Chakravarti, Mahamantri, Mahasenapati, Raj Purohit, Koshadhaksh. These are the ministers during the kingdoms. And with the help of these council of ministers and the advisors of the king and for affairs of the state. In this way, these kingdoms are going to be administered in the king with the team of a council of ministers. Mahamantri, which is known as Prime Minister, Mahasenapati, commander of the army, Raj Purohit, royal priest. These all are the part of the kingdom who advise to the king. Village and the town administration. The villages are always the basic unit of administration. In the previous class also we have studied the Gram Bhojaka, who was the headman of the village. He has all the rights and he solve all the legal problems of the villagers. And that Gram Bhojaka is a link between the villagers and the king. In the same way, villages and town are going to be administered during the time. And there are certain committees also set up for looking after schools, roads, water tank supplies, temples, and so on. Third, military organization, which is a very important part in the administration during the kingdom. The armed forces played a crucial role in the expansion and the maintenance of the empires. Beside this, they also have a strong infantry. Infantry means the army which on the foot, and cavalry with the horseback. And a large number of war elephants were also maintained during these periods as they are part of the war. Social life. Social life, it is known that we have studied, divided into four, that is Brahmins, which are the priests, the Rajput, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, the traders and the merchants, and the Shudras. The life go in this way and they perform everyone their own task. But here the women are in the decline position. Sati Pratha, child marriage were still practices during this time. Economy. Economy is the part which provides the income for the kingdom. Agriculture was the main occupation of the people, and the trade relations in the subcontinent of India with China, Southeast Asia, and the Western world flourished during this period. The items which are exports were spices, textiles, precious stones are going to be export. As we know, the shirins are also the part of the economy as merchant operates through guilds known as shirins. Today we'll stop here. Tomorrow we'll continue with the topic the Turkish inventions and the foreign invaders. Thank you.